Bear with me for a moment, please. Okay, I want to forget about the Facebook feed for the moment. Obviously, it doesn't save if the phone goes down, but it's weird. Anyway, I can do that. Hold on one second. Have all the two people. Okay, hang on. Anyway, I'll push that button when we come to it. Anyway, we're on the YouTube feed at the moment, which is fine, and it's fairly decent, almost decent. Anyway, you can see it. You see the face of my radio. You can figure out how you sound to others, or how others. Well, how you can hear how you sound to me. You can also hear how you look and see how your signal looks compared to others. Since there's a reason. Hold on. Caught myself being off track here. All right, YouTube. Also, if I can, there we go. We're going to go to YouTube, Facebook Live, which I just did. You can see it on MJ Simplexton 146.415.net for information on Simplex. You can also go to groups.io at groups.io and just search block. On YouTube, all you have to do is put in my call K4PEW. We'll bring up the live feed, and yes, we got the groups.io. Oh yeah, for email system as well, not email system, but the reminder system, as well as the communicate with radios or parts or help on it, technical things on ham radio. Or you can send an email to me and I'll kick it in the right direction. It's K4PEW at ARRL.net. The net we normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. And of course, Saturday night, here we are on our, we've already had 3 digital nets on DMR, D-Star, and C4 FM. We do those at 7, 7:15, and 7:30 on 146.460. And now, of course, we're doing this now on 146.415 FM Simplex, and we'll be moving on to 2-meter upper sideband on 144.0, and then onward and upward or downward to 6 meters on 50.135, and then over to 223.4 if you so dare. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Purpose of NES, have fun, figure out what you're doing and what you can do, the things you can. We really had a good time at the Ham Fest today down in Huntsville. There's more stuff than I didn't buy a thing, but I didn't really go down seeing things and seeing what's going on. And I'm meeting my public. I'm just taking in the. I don't get out anyway. I do get out quite a bit, actually. Announcements. Don't forget. 10 meters on upper sideband, then 10 meters on FM, and then 223.415. That's done by Mike. 28.415 upper sideband moves on to 29.415 on FM. So now that we've skipped the tomorrow, you can still go to the Ham Fest, and I do advise it. There's an awful lot of stuff there to see, and a lot of stuff. Really, it's one of the best ones that I have seen down there in Huntsville in the last, I don't know, 10 years maybe. Yeah, about 10 years. It's busy. And you'll probably see people you already know. Any other announcements or information? All righty. I'm not sure anybody's here, but I'll take it for granted that there are. We're on net number 1030. We're starting from the south. We're going to be taking check-ins mobile, first time check-in time. So do those 3. Please come now.
10-4, CJF.
Hello, Rick. What's up?
Man, not much. You have a good.
Ham Quest. That's the one over here in Lebanon, man. This was the Super Ham Quest.
Oh well, forgive me, man.
Oh man, it was. You should have gone, man. It was awesome.
I had too many things happening today.
All right. No, I know. Way of hobbies, doesn't it?
It certainly does sometimes.
Well, very good. Anything for the net?
I got nothing, but I appreciate what you do, Paul. Thanks.
Catch you later. That's Rick. He's down over west over West Ashland City, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Who else is? No more short on time, mobile, or first time ticket. Don't miss. Last chance. All right, starting from the south. If we do as bad as we did in the digital nets tonight, we're gonna have. Anyway, starting from the south, please come now.
F4K2.
Very good. You sound good, Tony. The sun is with us tonight. Anything good going on your in the Smyrna territory?
No, had a good night last night at the full moon picnic party. I for the benefit of the Warner Park bit, but yeah, it's good music. And then they let our, I don't know, we sit out there and show people whatever we can show them. Now, one of my other hobbies, but I think they had 1,500 show up for it. So yeah, we had a good crowd.
Oh, that's a big crowd, I imagine. Is that the biggest you've had?
I don't know. I mean, I just got an email today saying it was 1,500, and usually I don't get that, so I have no way of knowing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the crowd numbers at presidential things. They make them up.
Not going there.
I didn't say anything specific. I just, in fact, I think the Park Service, the federal, what do they call it? The Congressional Park Service says they don't even do estimates anymore because it gets silly.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, no, that's bad. Glad you had a good time, and I'm still looking forward to whatever the Diamond X series with the new replacement for that. I'm sure since you probably have stock in the company, you'll be promoting that in the near future.
No, I don't think there's a replacement. There's maybe an upgrade, I hope, so it works a little better. No, it's still there. It's still in the catalog. The one I picked. Probably the price went up though too. All right, that was Tony. Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec in Smyrna. Who else is? Very good, Larry. Got you in here. Good. You copying Larry tonight? Okay, but he couldn't hear you at all, as you know, Larry. But he being 2 miles east of me, it seems no copy on. I think you knew that on DMR. Anyway, I mean, excuse me, on whatever it was on the day. Very good. Everything all right, Larry? Yeah, very good. That's Larry in Rock. Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south or east?
KM4 a while.
Michael here, KM4YRF. Did you ever fill? Yeah, I thought you'd have your fill of me after today, man.
Oh no, I had a great time. Anytime you need a partner to go with you, I'm your man.
All right, very good. That was Michael. And all we did was lost after equipment and parts over
there. Exactly all we did, and Bucky's, that was the highlight of the day.
Yeah, Bucky's needs. I didn't notice, but they may sell both things.
That's probably true.
Very good. That was Michael, KM4YRF, and he is here in Montjulia. Man, I can't believe they put that Bucky's right there, right before you get to Huntsville. Yeah. Anybody else, please come from the east. Man, we're running out here. How about from the north? Very good. You didn't go anywhere special today, did you, Danny?
I was down there in the crowd.
Man, 30 until 2. Well, 1 something, I think.
That's about what time we left. We got, yeah.
Man, it was busy enough. It was easy to not see people, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
See, you missed Danny there, Michael.
I know it. I was looking for it. I was there. I was with.
Can you prove it?
Say again?
Can you prove it? No, can you prove it? I said. No, I'm sure you were there. I'm just joking. Because really, it was busy enough that no, I don't think you could have found one side of the place and we both keep moving around. There's no way we'd see each other.
Oh yeah, well I got enough stickers and bags and stuff. I can prove it.
No, I'm sure. Very good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
All righty, I'll catch you on the next one.
He's in near Cotton Town, Kilo Delta 4 Golf. Oscar November. Who else is Nora? Man, what is this? Is it Ham Holiday or something? West.
304 OTV.
Hey, very good. You didn't go to the Ham Fest, I take it. You could.
No, I didn't go, man. I thought about it. I had been miserable all week. It's been hot. I want to do it on Saturday.
Oh yeah, no, it was it was a nice day for it. It did rain a little. We had some rain out on the highway, but not much.
Check the radar down. It looked like they had a pretty good thunderstorm.
Ah, yeah, we caught part of that when we went into the Buc-ee's down there. It's the first time I was in a Buc-ee's, man. It was like going to Disney World.
Man, you got that right. I've been to the Crossville one, I don't know, 3 or 4. Every time I go to Gallenberg, we stop in there. And I mean, you'll sit there and think, since it's a Sunday, you get in there and there won't be any traffic. It just stays packed all the time.
They got, I don't know, they must have, I don't know how many gas filling stations they have there. Not.
I think the gas pumps, there's 100.
Who decided on them?
I know, and I've heard the one in Gallenberg is the largest, and there's more than that there.
Off the other people on the other exits feel who have convenience, either gas stations and or gas and fast food.
I say that every time I go pull in there, I'm like, man, why in the world would you want to have a gas station right across the street from Buc-ee's?
Well, it's just no, it's all good. I mean, Buc-ee's is obviously they're not everywhere, and they're not going to put one up every 5 miles, like a McDonald's.
No, that's true. I mean, and they're massive, but the one in Crossville, every time you get out there, there's just like everything else just looks sad compared to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I feel sorry for them actually.
Oh, no doubt. The first time I pulled out of there, I thought, man, this is just terrible. I said, there's not a soul on the other side of the road where they had, I think, a Dollar General, a couple little smaller gas stations. There was just nothing going on over there. Yeah, I mean, they're going to run them right out of business for sure.
I just ought to go over and buy something, buy a candy bar or something.
I'll be honest, if I didn't have anybody with me, that'd been where I would have went.
Well, it was interesting how busy Buc-ee was. I wouldn't have believed it until I saw it. It really was kind of cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I always go in and order, I don't know, a couple pounds of beef jerky, just pick a variety of different things. But that's about the only reason I like going in there.
I told my wife hasn't been to a Buc-ee's, and I hadn't either. And I told Michael when I got there, I said, I got 2 choices. I can go home and just say I didn't go to Buc-ee's, didn't say anything, or I got to tell her I went to Buc-ee's and didn't get her nothing.
Well, what was the outcome?
No, I went home and I decided I didn't want to spend any more money. I just didn't, and I brought I got a Coke and a sandwich there at Buc-ee's, and the Coke, the styrofoam cup is logoed with the Buc-ee's logo, and so I brought it in and said, I got you something from Buc-ee's with the logo. She goes, oh, you went to? I go, yeah. She goes, I said, man, it was really big and fantastic. She goes, yeah, I know. I told you that. And I'm thinking, you haven't even been there.
Oh, she's never been there?
No, that's what was so funny about it. She says, no, I've never been there. And she said, no, I told you it was big. I'm thinking, how would you know if you haven't been there?
Well, I tell you, you're not real far from one. I don't know, you might be still an hour or so from one, but it's cool. I mean, and they do have good food. Their sandwiches were fantastic. I think I had that brisket and egg cheese biscuit for breakfast when I was in there too. That was pretty good.
Well, no kidding. That brisket, I actually took a bite out of it, and I said, before I, just the sensation of biting into a sandwich that I haven't had before. And I actually took the sandwich back, took it back, and and opened, looked at the sandwich. Yeah, it was melt in your mouth brisket, man.
That's the same thing I said. When I took a bite out of it, I don't know if I'd ever had that. I've never had brisket, egg, and cheese sandwich biscuit before. And I mean, that's the only way you can describe it. It just doesn't melt in your mouth. It's fantastic.
I know, man. They got it. No wonder it's $8. It's great.
And they're huge. And I don't think I paid. I don't remember now. I bought one the last time I went back in April and or May. What are we going May? No, I think we went in June, early June. It was the end of May. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I remember walking out of there with a Coke, that and a pound of the beef jerky was outrageous. But I think just the Coke and the biscuit, I don't think it was $10.
Right, right. That wouldn't surprise me. When you give dates like that, when you did it, it's your story, man. You can tell anything you want to. It could have been this morning.
Oh, I know, and I guess they're all kind of the same. It's even got like a shopping area where it's just like antique stuff and just knick-knack stuff for Buc-ee's and stuff like that. I tell you, I went in there with my family, and I swear I didn't think we were ever going to leave.
Man, they got signs that you'd hang purportedly in your office or somewhere. They got coloring books for kids. They got books on display. I didn't even want to look at all the clothing. It's unbelievable how much crap they had.
Oh, it's kind of like a little mini mall in there. It's pretty unbelievable. And the problem is there's so many people, it's hard to see it all in here. My anxiety gets up around that many people anyway. I can't stand it. Every time I turn around, there's a little kid or somebody walking in my face. It kind of drives me crazy. But I was over there looking at some of it. I mean, they even had like an old gas pump in there way back in I think the 20s or the 30s. But I mean, they had everything you can think of in there. It's pretty unbelievable. It's a really neat store.
Yeah, the problem with going into places like Buc-ee's, where they're kind of a destination or an on the way destination for tourists. Tourist kids are obnoxious, man.
Well, they want, and that's why it gets that way in there. I mean, that's all you hear. I mean, they just, golly, it's really unbelievable how unruly some of them are.
I know. Anything else for the net, Joe?
That'll be it for me. I'll see you on the next one. KO4 OTV.
Yeah, very good. That's Joel in west of Ashland City there, out in the middle of nowhere. KO4 OTV. Who else is west?
KG4 LV, Jack Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. Well, you missed a big opportunity to be actually abused in that crowd. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been in that crowd a bunch.
No, really, it was the busiest I've been at Hamfest I've been. No, I was in one busier. That's a lie. And it was held, and it's a local one when I lived near Buffalo, and they held it inside of like a VFW hall, but it was a small one. So the room was roughly, well, it wasn't much bigger than let's say 80 by 100, and it was tables were packed in there and moving around. You were actually having to like pick people up and push them aside in order to get through. It was just one big mess. That one was busy, but it wasn't that big a Hamfest. But this one, there had to be, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 people.
I know this is I think it's probably the best one other than Dayton, at least on the eastern part of the country.
Well, I would say that the one down in the Orlando area might, but they were they were in a bad. This one's all in one place, and the one down there at the fairgrounds in Orlando is in 2 or 3 buildings, and it's big and it's a pain.
Well, did you spend all your money?
No, it's funny. I spent 2 hours, over 2 hours down, 2 hours back, and then spent time at Buc-ee's and spent 4 hours or whatever it was at the Hamfest. All I got was a diamond catalog.
Well, you had a big day, and it only comes around once a year, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it was all good. We had fun. No, we just had fun. It was fun and seeing all the stuff, and it's entertaining to hams, but not to anybody else.
And hope you didn't get caught in the storm.
No, just to get a little bit of rain. There was a thunderstorm, but no big deal. It ain't got no soap in it.
Thanks for doing what you do, Paul. I'll see you on the next one, KG4 IL.
I forget. It's a breakfast next Saturday. These biscuit sandwiches. Anyway, it was Jack in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who else is west?
For Carly, Victor Echo.
Hello, Mr. Cud. What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing. You were just down there, huh?
Yeah, I got really close, really close.
Well, there's a whole, I tell you, with the number of people there, list of people you hate to be around.
Yeah, I figured I would be there 3 hours of drive for. It's all right.
So I get it. I get it. But, you know, I have to go down there and you know, my public needs to see me, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Or I might have.
Well, it really was. It's all, I just find it entertaining and interesting to see, because there's every imaginable kind of person there in the ham world, and some that I don't think were hams. You know, they were. I told I told I told Michael, do you ever feel like you're in the bar scene?
Yeah, I'm sure they draw every state around near it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. It is a good destination. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying they've outgrown the space, but they all pretty close. Anyway, anything else for the net?
Now, see you on the next.
Very good. That was Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else? Any place anywhere, including West? Boy, we are slim pickings tonight. Are we sure we don't have anybody left on 2 meters? Please come down. Like I said, it's a bad day, man. I'm telling you. The DMR, D-Star, and C4FM all did only 4 for DFM and 5 for DMR. We normally get bigger numbers, especially for C4FM. And we've only got, what do we have? 1, 2, 9. Wow. Okay, we got to go round up some people. No, we don't have to do that. Does anybody have the check-ins? Please come down.
It's the this is the Titans are on TV. They're doing a pre-game. What about Seattle? But I have family members who are there. That's everybody's watching this first game.
Oh, it's a preseason game?
Preseason, there you
go. Yeah, that gets a lot of attention. You're right. Absolutely. I have an I used to be an avid watcher of football, but I actually 90s. Yeah, I'd watch, you know, a couple of football games on Sunday, and I'd watch a game on Thursday night. And so you add that up, and you go, let's see, I got about 6 hours on Sunday, and another 3 on Monday. That's 9. And it's 12 hours a week sitting staring at the TV watching football, and I don't own any of the teams.
I don't know if I have my entire life, and I know that's hard to believe.
No, not really. So you don't have to like the sport. I mean, I happen to enjoy it, but I'm not going to spend that much. I enjoy that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to sit and watch a whole football game, because actually all sports get repetitive. To watch great talent of any sport, but it's still watching a whole game and then watching another game is kind of repetitive.
It makes me want to get up and do something if I try to watch. So anyway, didn't mean to delay it. Take it for you.
You got to remember, football is just a way to. What's there for?
$11 beer. Apparently, it's Titans' 4th highest in the nation.
Wow. Well, I got to pay the bills. Is there anybody else in there? Please come now.
Number 1, Mark.
Hey, there's a non-football watcher. What's going on, Mike?
Not much. Been at the ham fest all day.
Another one we missed. Me and Michael were down there for, you know, from about 9:30 until about 1:30.
I was there. I got there.
Well, it's funny how it was a big crowd, so I missed a lot of people.
I ran into the club. 3, I think.
Oh yeah, no, we met a couple of people. It was just funny how there was also, I know that there was a couple this evening. They were there and I didn't see them, but it's just funny how, because it was big and it was busy, as you know.
Yes, sir. I came back with an amp. Now I just got to remember how to make all that stuff work.
Oh, an amp for 2 meters or an amp for HF?
Yes, amp, an AL811.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Yeah, it just means more than work properly.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm just kind of aggravated. You can hear fireworks in the background right now. We got some neighbors on fireworks show for Thursday, and the deputy says that there's not a burn ban, so there's not much they're going to do.
Go past what, 10 o'clock?
Oh, I don't even know that that matters. We're in county, not city.
Oh, I see. That's right. You are. Yeah. It's after 10 o'clock or something like that. You can't make that kind of noise, but people do anyway.
Well, the city, you can only shoot off fireworks July 4th.
Well, I'm sure that's true, but in terms of a noise ordinance, you know, if things come to a standstill at some.
Yeah, I think it's 10 o'clock. I wish I had some ammo to fire back over that way, but hey, it is what it is.
How about just a mortar?
10 of those would be fine.
Wouldn't that be fun? I'll just make a big noise.
I've got a tennis ball cannon that I could probably put some tennis balls over there with. I made it back in the 70s.
Flaming tennis balls?
Well, that works too if you soak them in lighter fluid. I've done that years ago.
So.
Yeah, kids are kids.
Well, I saw a little video where these guys were deciding to volleyball. They coated a soccer ball with some lighter fluid, I guess it was, or gasoline, and they started kicking it around, and they didn't realize the implications. I had her and started his hair on fire.
Well, I happened to be scrolling on Facebook, and like nobody was on the air. I'm like, quick, go grab the radio.
Oh, very good. Anything else for the net, Mike?
For being there. I had fun down at Huntsville today. It was a pretty nice ham fest. I've got Yazoo on the ball to get me a part of the send it to them because they wouldn't respond to anything. I got to complain at the ARRL for not sending me a magazine that I paid for in my.
Ah, very good. Yeah, my experience was similar. You would service location for parts.
I think it's in California, but they wouldn't even respond to emails that trying to acquire parts. And I talked to the Yazoo booth, and they said, no problem, give me your information, and we'll get back with you.
It works out. I had a terrible time with him about that. I really did.
Yeah, I just need a bruised display, the LCD module on.
Oh, wow. So they're sending it to you, do you think?
I was going to, now I'm not.
Oh, very good. Anything else for the net, Mike?
That's it. 73, back to net. Y'all have a good night.
Very good. That's Mike Delta Juliet. He's over east. I'll call it East Mount Juliet. Anybody else? Please come in. Anywhere? Why we're gonna have just 10. We haven't had 10 in a long time, but that's good. Just makes for a nice short net. Last hackers, lurkers, slackers, skulkers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater kerchunkers, shape-shifting lizard, planning deniers, and flat earthers. Not to mention the scanner listeners who have to just email me. You make me go through all of that, don't you?
Yes, hold on, Matt. Got some feedback in these headphones. Tried an experiment.
What was the experiment?
Dual band antennas on top of the roof, but it's old. Yeah, it's like an 8-foot bird. And the Comet tri-bander that I bought for the 220, they're at the same height. So I put a switch in to flip back and forth throughout the net.
Oh, really? Well, because the tri-bander, isn't that the 333, the number on it or something like that?
Yeah, that's it. It sounded better on that than the old one. Michael was worse. Danny was better. Jack was worse, and Greg was no different.
Oh, that's interesting. Isn't it funny how differences in the antennas? It's just amazing, really.
So I did not have a
overall, 100% reception better.
Yeah, it is. I don't know that it's predictable. I really don't, because it just seems, it just doesn't make any sense to me, really, because you rating for DB, for the DB rating on that would mean better all the way around.
That's what I was wondering, because I have no on that other one. But I'm going to listen on sideband, but I usually hear everybody on sideband. But I'm going to see what said. All right, carry on. K1S3.
Yeah, very good. That's interesting information, Scott. It was Scott in Laverne, Kilo 1 Sierra. Any place anywhere who falls into the lollygagger category?
Non-RKK.
Oh, there.
Oh, good. Figured out what was wrong with my antenna.
Which one?
The HS one. The coax connector.
Oh, wow. It's always the last thing you find, isn't it?
Yeah. By accident, I was like, oh, let me take a look at it. Oh, they just fell off. Well, there's the problem.
Oh, wow. Down to the Huntsville today?
No, I did not, but I have a bag full of them and replaced it today together, and I'm like, oh, shoot, there's a North American QSO party going on. So I got to test it out, and
Glad to hear it. No, Huntsville was very busy. I mean, it was actually going to that today was work. If you wanted to go down there tomorrow, would be a good day to do it, because usually Sundays are easier.
Yeah, I was, but then it's not a setup, but it's a setup, because it's my wife's birthday this week, and I'm like, nah, if I go down there and get something, I'm in trouble.
It's you go down there and you buy something you want, and then you bring back. I don't know what you bring back from a hand. And no matter what you bring back, it's going to not be good.
Yeah, this is one of those milestone birthdays. I'm like, yeah, we're going to leave it be.
But what you say is, listen, I got a new microphone for you.
Yeah, that won't work.
Story about my ex-wife. I was up in Minneapolis for like 2 weeks for training. When I was with, I worked for 2 companies that worked out of Minneapolis, and I was going through the airport. So I really ought to get something for the wife on the way home. These pajamas, and they had a couple of styles of pajamas. One of them was it was a pig outfit. You put on a shirt, like pinkish, and looked like a pig outfit. I think it even had a hood on it. And the other one was a cow. It was like a dairy, and I thought it was kind of cute. And so I brought it home. It wasn't cheap either, airport stuff. And I brought it home. I gave it, and then she goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying I'm like a cow?"
Yeah. You were going to lose no matter what one you got there.
Oh, well, I picked the lesser of the 2 evils, but it wasn't any better.
Yeah. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, yeah, compared to going to the Hamptons, that's probably worse.
Oh, nobody win with that. With anything, you go to a ham fest, there's nothing you could bring back that would make the wife happy. No, in fact, bringing anything doesn't make her happy.
Yeah, no, we're trying to get because we got people because of her birthday, so we're like, oh, we got to clean the house, we got to put stuff away, we got to do this, we got to do that. So to really go, she would have went with me, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'll let it be. I'm glad that you guys had a good time and busy.
Oh man, it really was the busiest I've seen it at the Huntsville event. It was jam packed and crowded, and there might have been a couple of empty tables, but it appeared that they might have been taken, but they couldn't show up, or they had difficulty getting there or something, because it was really busy. I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. That's a good sign, and yeah, maybe look forward to going next year.
Oh, I have to tell you though, for the also other people on the net as well. Most people are familiar with it. If I've got one here, 857 radio that Yaesu stopped making a few years ago. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I just looked at it. Okay, wow, it was one for sale. It was looking in really great shape. He had it, the original box, and the original box was in good condition. It almost looked like, new in box or, that kind of thing. It just looked good. He wanted 1,100 for that stinking radio.
I guess that sounds kind of high.
Well, if you haven't noticed, I'm sure he'd bargain down, and I wasn't interested. I've already got one, but he probably would bargain down. But the problem with those are great radios. People love them, and they realize. I mean, if I could get another one for the same price I bought this one for $400-500, which is some years ago, because that is one of the best radios, pound for pound, for a mobile radio that it's all mode frequency.
Yeah, I hear you. And yeah, I know exactly. And it's also good for field.
Oh no, absolutely. It's a nice size radio. It's got almost all the. It's not obviously it's not a $10,000 Icon radio, or a Yaesu. It doesn't have all those features, but I mean, I had a lot of fun with that 857 on the road, man. It was a.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Icon person, but I don't have anything against actually any of the brands. It's just you get system and everything, but no, I know that one is very popular for a reason, and I think it's probably more durable.
Well, yeah, I was going to say one of the reasons he could. I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure he might barter. You get down on that, but you go right now on eBay and look up 851, regardless of age, lower than $700 or $800, and I knew they were only $700.
Well, it's value good. Wow, that's good. But too bad you didn't see one at a good price. You would be happy with.
No, I didn't. I did know one of the guys I know. He got an 857 on eBay, and he got it for relatively. Anyway, got anything for the net?
No, negative, and it's exactly that kind of stuff. I'm like, if I go down there and I spend several $100, I'm gonna be in trouble at the end of the week. But anyway, thanks for doing that. I'll give it back to you. Maybe not okay.
The trick is you say you got nothing. You paid cash for it, so there's no evidence in the checkbook, and you put it later when an appropriate time.
Yeah, but I'm not. I can't do that. I won't do it. Calculate keeping that KK.
Oh, I know what you mean. I don't either. I don't hide anything from it. Complain about anything, even though, and it's not like I've spent tens of thousands of dollars. So. Anyway, that was Frank, and he's in Northwest. How about Frank's big signal withdrawing tonight? All right, very good. We're going to go right over to 144.240. 144.2. This is K. Begins on the but we're going to get about 3 over here. So this K4PW. I hear on 2 meter upper sideband. Who else we got? All right, we got KD4GON Danny up in near Cottontown. Who else is what's this that would do that? We'll start with North.
KB9 or KK.
Very good. You got a big signal there, Frank. KB9RKK. And almost as good. That's Frank there in Northwest Wilson. Well, modulated. Who else is north?
KG4ILD.
Very good. Sound good there. I'm telling you, sideband is like better than.
Oh, it sounded pretty good tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He's in Donaldson. Who else?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yep, sound great, Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else west? All right, south.
K1SB.
Papa Delta. Very good. Which antenna did you do this one on, Scott?
I'm flipping back and forth, and right now I'm on the.
Okay, how's it sound? Was you noticing any different on sideband?
It's funny. Greg sounded better on it, and the first person that checked in sounded better on it, and then the second one a little worse.
Oh, and you're saying sounded better on which one?
On the new one, on the 333.
Very good. Very good. Very good. That was Scott. He's in Laverne. Got testing out between two antennas, and that was K1 Sal.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Scott, breakfast is Saturday. Looking for you.
I think we're going to have the breakfast in either Antioch or Laverne. All right. Anybody else west or south? Over to the east, Michael. Very good. We got Kilo Mike 4 Yankee, Romeo Foxtrot in Mount Juliet. Who else is east? Anybody else east or north or anywhere? Last chance for bigger network. All righty, we had a whopping 7 there, which isn't too less on that we do on 2 meters on FM. So we're going to move right over to the we're going to check in 3 or 4 on 6 meters. So K4PW. All righty, here we are at 6 meters for the 3 people that. Who else is out there?
KM4YRF, and it sounds good tonight.
It does sound great. You sound fantastic. That's KM4YRF. We'll just start. Well, we better start from the west. Please come up. Man, it really sounds good there. For Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is west? Very good. It was 2 in there. OTV. Who was the other person? All right, Jack, your signal's a little low, but I got a full Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Does anybody have Jack strongly? I mean, is it a strong signal?
I didn't hear him at all.
Okay, yeah, Mike's not here. All right, very good. That's Jack. The low Jack. Low Jack, that's what it is. You're a low Jack. Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who else is west? West or south? East.
Okay, M4 YRF. Did all of you check in?
Yeah, you did. I put it down. Yeah, down as 2 though. Anybody else east? East or anywhere or north? All right, well, we got that's Frank, and he's in Northwest Wilson. And we also think that was Denny, wasn't it, Danny? Very. You copy. Your signal's a little low to me, but how are you to you, Mike?
It's a little low, but I could hear him.
Oh no, he was. I just wondered, doing anything different, Danny? You didn't get a good what? Oh, it could be. Yeah, no, you're good though. I got a good copy on you. Just have to be louder than that. But no, you're doing fine. That was Danny in near Cottontown, Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar November. Who else is? Nobody, any plays anywhere? That's funny. We had 2 meters and two. I'm sorry, 7 on upper sideband 2 meters, and we had 7 on 6 meters. And we're going to go over and see if we can catch 3 or 4 people on 223. So we're going to move over to 223 415, unless I hear anybody. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the Titans game, which I did not. So I'll catch you later. We'll see you around 223. everybody. Philip, I see you're on the. Philip is on there. Oh, I can't believe it. I got Earl Moeller, and so is Dwayne, an old friend of mine. Unbelievable. I haven't talked to Earl in 20 years. Wow, I must be on the wrong page here. Anyway, I have you guys have a good night. K4PW. Oh my God. Alrighty. Good night, everybody. Find the YouTube, K4PW.